Hello friends. People are raving about this game on the internet, Wolong's demo, but they are raving about it because it is essentially Nioh 3. And that is not the world's biggest endorsement as far as I am concerned. Nioh 1 was meh. Nioh 2 was slightly less meh, but still meh in all the ways that I dislike. The character creation was much better, but the systems and combat and heavy reliance on consumable uses and inventory management were all so bloated that I had very little fun with Nioh 2. And I'm just not even going to talk about Nioh 1. There was a lot in Nioh 2 that I wanted to like. You know, I wanted to like its combat. I wanted to like its design philosophy and ideas, but it ended up with me just liking the monster design and the level design and not really getting much enjoyment out of anything else. So, let's see whether this is any better. New game. I plant my flag. Okay, finalize. Select one from the 5 phases that matches your playstyle. So fire is attack. Earth is defense. Oh, this is using the eastern elements of alchemy, isn't it? What is it? Earth, fire, water, wood, and metal, if I remember correctly. So wood is support. Nearby allies. So there's co-op? Or is it online? I suppose I shouldn't be massively surprised with that. Metal is debuff oriented. The divine beasts of metal phase Baihu will accompany you for a set period of time. And water is stealth. So water's ice. I'm kind of tempted by this cool metal type thing. This will decide your basic stats. Debuffing enemies. Water, metal, wood. I also like defense. You know, I like tanky defensive gameplay. I feel like this is going to be wizardy. It looks wizardy. Let's try wizardy. No. Some of you might be thinking, why would you not play the tutorial? I am of the opinion that if your game does a piss poor job of explaining the mechanics as you go through, then it is not a good game. If you need a separate tutorial, and I'm pretty certain Nioh and Nioh 2 both had one, then no. No, if you can't teach me the mechanics of a game through actual gameplay rather than requiring a disjointed separate thing, then you are not a good gaming experience. Some people might dislike that point of view, but I strongly believe that if you have to have a separate tutorial, which is usually just a kind of battle arena, then you're not good. Final Fantasy Origin Stranger Paradise did it. I hated it in that. I'm pretty certain Nioh 2 had it, because didn't you have, like, choose your 2 weapons thing in Nioh 2? And I thought that was awful as well. It's just not a good gameplay experience. You can... Because it'll be one of those checklist things, won't it? You know, do these 3 things to show that you've understood the mechanics. Except that you don't understand the mechanics. You get to do them once in that situation. And then by the time you've got through all the other things that the game wants you wants to dump on you in an information dump, by the time you've actually got into the game, you'll have forgotten 2/3 of them anyway, because you've literally only had to use them once. And you won't remember them unless you happen to have an eidetic memory or something like that, which I most certainly do not. So let's see whether the game has a half-decent in-game tutorial. After resting on the battle flag, your HP and uses the dragon cure pot. Okay, so this is a bonfire. R2 for rest. Level up. Okay, so this is put... This looks very kind of Asian MMO, doesn't it? But I suppose that's kind of the point. So wizardry spells consume less spirits, whatever spirit is. Got nothing. Genuine key, I assume, is our soul's currency for this. Battle preparation. Set divine beast. Okay, so we can change our spirit animal. I vaguely recall this was a thing in Nioh 2 as well. And we've currently got a metal tiger. But there's also a phoenix. There's a... whatever that is. A it looks like a bit tortoisey. An actual dragon, which looks like it can heal. And yeah, just like in Nioh, each of them does different things with a bazillion different stats. Wizardry spells, set spells. Poison. Poison is my thing with metal, apparently. Toxin weapon. Okay, so we've got a load of stats up in the corner. We've got no actual ability to bring up a description. Oh, no. Ah, that hasn't changed. One thing that I did do is change my control type. That's the only menu option that I've actually changed. But this hasn't changed with it. It's still saying press the touchpad for the description. And actually, I need to press the start button or whatever that's actually called. On the PlayStation controller, is it options? It might be options. The virtue of the same phase required. What? The virtue of the same phase required. The morale rank. The amount of spirit consumed. 582 spirits. Right. So that's set to circle. That's set to square. A poison bog that will hit enemies or terrain. Ooh, that flies in arch by the look of it. And that's a damage over time. Okay. Online lobby and recruit. Ooh, NPC allies. Okay. Right. That's online stuff. I don't use online stuff. So that's not an issue. I suppose we should check out the actual controls. So R2, nothing. L1, block. R1 does something menu related. Oh, it makes us glow. Oh. Okay, so that was L1 and square, which is doing something with our bar thing in the middle. L1 and triangle does nothing. L1 and circle doesn't seem to do anything. But of course, the thing about Nioh was that it had like loads of weapon changey things, and R2 looks like it brings up our spells. We can jump and double jump, it seems. Although it's not a very good double jump, but it is a double jump nonetheless. Square is attack. Triangle is an attack that does something with our meter. And circle... Yeah. So triangle and circle build up our orange meter. Ooh. Okay. Aha! See? There we go. Tutorial in-game. Square is normal attack. Triangle is spirit attack. Get wrecked. Okay. And that's added something to our little number in the middle. And 215, and I'm going to call them souls, because why wouldn't you? Genuine key flake. Okay. Do we have... Kung Fu stance? It'd be nice if there was a little bit of actual smoothing between them. But that's quite difficult to do. Menus. Do we have... No, we've only got the one kind of weapon. No ranged weapon. No armor. No accessories to wear. Removes all current vengeance. Enemies who have been strengthened due to the vengeance will return to their original states. I'm sure all of this makes perfect sense if you've done the tutorial. I see you up there. Alright, how does... Do we have stealth? We do. Backstabs. From the rear or above. And again, that number in the center of the screen... Ah! New sword. We can put two weapons on. So we're currently using a podao? Which is a scimitar, by the look of it. Spirit attack, sustain, break, sustain. We've got multiple stars. Well, that's more... Now, how do I change equipments? Like that. So R2 and up and down on the D-pad. Oh, it's one of those kinds of swords. Okay. Now, there's another guy over here. There was... Bronze dual swords. Excellent. Circle to break boxes. Jump. Ah, I don't think that's a double jump. I think that's supposed to be a stomp on people. Moving around, it feels oddly fluid. I assume this will have actual benefits. There's a lot of sharpening on that background. Obviously, I'm playing this on the PS5 because the demo's not on the PC. On the PC, this will look a lot better. Ooh, treasure chest. Any ambush? Ambush. Well, I'm going to try some magic. He's just sitting in it. How would that work? Why would you not realise? Tiger seal. So those were things for online. Oh. I'm going to assume, potentially wrongly, that these purple banners that were... Oh. 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 Okay. Avenge Cyclonic Fang. Right. This flashed something up. Yeah, so these are like the bloodstained things in Nioh. Again, it just looks like Nioh 3. Including... Right, that's just not as good. Yeah, already we've had like a load of equipment dumped on us. It's Nioh. It's Nioh 3. I don't like how it does it. It's too Diablo. It's too kind of isometric ARPG, and so much of Nioh 2 was spent between missions just sorting out your inventory constantly. Oh, we've got more spell options now. Use item. Oh, he's doing a thing. I assume I've got a heal equipped. Oh, I've done something funky with my bar. Can I just switch? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. So the dodging is really short range. You'll lose your morale points and half of your genuine key when you are killed. So you lose half of your souls. And the morale... So the enemies get stronger when they kill you. You'll regain your lost key and morale points by defeating the same enemy. If the enemy is a boss, you'll regain them by challenging them once again. Okay. Why would you make it so the enemy gets stronger? Ooh. Don't know what happened then. Looked like I dodged through him. Uh-huh. Oh, so they've got a little meter. Which I assume reacts to sound by this look of it. Killed in battle by champion. Champion. Oh. Oh. Okay. That said something about summoning a divine beast, but I didn't see it because I was in the middle of combat and it disappeared before I could actually do anything about it. Iron Sword rank 2. Ah. So the guy that killed me has got a shiny thing over his head. I assume that's what that's saying. Right, that's got restore HP on it, so let's put that on. Are we actually using it? Yes, we are. Okay, so there's two guys. Okay, so we do have a runaway. Oh. Okay, so the heal is really slow. I guess we try blocking as our main method of defense. Because dodging seems kind of useless, if I'm honest. And obviously there's going to be more nuance to it than what I am working with here. That's cool, though. I like that. Oh, and we get, revenge has been dealt. Thanks. We get pots back. But I assume these icons that I'm making wiggle on the right-hand side are special attacks. Let's try one of them out. Hi, friend. Yeah. Deflect. Why have you tutorial things when they're appearing in-game for the very first time? Again, this is the problem with having a separate tutorial arena or whatever it's going to be. That texture work on there looks a bit ass. Assuming that people have played through your tutorial rather than just leaving your tips on the screen for a little bit longer. If your tutorial section is mandatory, then your game systems aren't integrated well enough. So, circle is deflects, not dodge. Looks like a dodge. And it's building up this red meter, which I assume means that we can't do it too much. Like a posture system, maybe. That's cool, though, having that little bit of verticality. Okay, our number's gone up to 2. I don't know what that means. It's probably in the tutorial. Again, it should be in the actual gameplay. That being said, you know, this may not be the opening of the game. Although I suspect it probably is. There's our ladder shortcuts. Ooh. On fire. Raise battle flag. You can raise your fortitude rank. Your morale rank drops when you are killed, but it will not go below the fortitude rank. So that is in the top right-hand corner. So our fortitude rank is now 2, and we've got 2 out of 7 big flags and 0 out of 5 little flags on this map. So I assume we can run around and get all of those. Yellow turban bandit bandana. Yellow turban bandit bandana. Melee attack power. Yeah, so we are definitely a wizard class here. The only problem is the spells that we've got don't seem very good. There's a thing up on top of there. Oh! Oh, wait. Did I use this? No. Level up. Okay. So, we can. It looks like everything raises our HP. No. No, it doesn't. Everything is just highlighting our HP. No, everything does raise our HP. But wood raises it more. Okay, let's put some points into wood. Battle preparation. That's fine. Wizardry spells. Oh, that's why I'm not getting it to work. So we need to have a certain rank with that number in the middle what was that? The morale rank. So we need to have a certain amount of morale before we can use that spell. That seems weird. Especially because you lose it when you die. So you literally lose power when you die. I'm noting that we have 6 flasks. So is this Estus or is this... I'm thinking more like blood vials. Okay, so that heals us as you would expect. The bugs. Oh, that didn't one-shot him. Okay, so that's something to remember. It's a stealth attack, but it's not an insta-kill. Yeah. Oh, he lost a rank because of that. He lost his number in the middle. Nice. We had a tutorial pop up for half a second. Right. That's not the button. Is there an option? Game settings. Motion blur? No. Why is that hidden in the game settings? Display spurt of blood on player character. Okay. That may help. Oh, it was the jumping thing. That was definitely longer. From the rear or above, yes. Why has he got a little red mark next to his name? It's disappeared now. Ooh. He looks like a big guy. Right, question. I've forgotten what my spells do. What's my... Curse bolts. Okay. So, we're going to... Yeah, the puddle seems kind of worthless because... Where are you going? No, don't want to target you. Want to target him. Where are they? Are they just running off to their doom? Or are they having some... Oh, wow. That frame rate, though. So, enemies in the distance... Ah, I shouldn't have pulled the second one. This just feels very kind of button spammy, quite frankly. I'm sure there's more to it than that. But at the moment, the poison attacks just seem kind of useless. It seems like it's going to be kind of difficult to... get enemies to stay in the area for that. This looks like a big guy. Oh! Dramatic music has occurred. Uh-oh. Wonderful! So, stunlocked. So, we're unable to escape and heal. I assume that's our spirit, then. Our red bar? The game says, you're shit. Bring some NPCs with you.
Allow me to assist you.
Or maybe have a better introductory experience where things are explained better. Rather than just saying, no, you're bad. Bring an NPC with you. Is he coming? He is. Wonderful. Spam, spam, spam. You can probably tell from my voice, I'm not really digging the combat yet. It could simply be the case that I've chosen the wizard class, but the spells seem a bit naff. What's in the box? A bow. Gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Right. Heal. Stealthy, yes. Okay, that took off a chunk of... Revenge accomplished! Okay, so when I've got an NPC to tank for me... Ah! That's a battle flag points. Fortitude... Oops, I've just... Right, I need to stop using that deflect move to move around, because that's a layover from Still Rising, actually, which was the last game I've been playing. Okay, so it looks like the amount you have to tilt the stick between stealth and between walk and run is not a lot. So we're now up to morale rank 6. Oh, a golden thing. Yellow turban champion helmets. Ooh, wizardly spell spirit consumption down. And plus 20% morale gain. Wizardly spell damage really doesn't seem to make a huge amount of difference because we're barely using them. But I noticed that this has enemy status effect accumulation, so there's clearly a poison effect. But yeah, this is very much a kind of Diablo-style loot system. And the problem with that is that it just absolutely butchers the flow of combat in your game. Yeah, so the red bar I've discovered is spirits. And it regenerates. Right, I need to turn on the option of auto-locking onto the next enemy. Avenged, wanted crush. So let's do that. That was in game settings, I think. Yeah, let's put that on. Not everybody likes this, but not everybody is as bad at these kinds of games as I am, so... Does our health... No, our health doesn't regenerate. Oh. Didn't we? This is an excellent opportunity to test out a ranged weapon. We have a bow. Shoot R2 while holding L2. Right, we've got two different reticles, so clearly we've got a headshot one. Yes. I really enjoy... Ooh. For some reason, he doesn't have a thing. Oh, there's guys there. Hi, guy. I really liked the bow gameplay in Nioh. He's got a helmet on. He doesn't. Right, I assume you can climb. Yep. Nope. Ow. Oh. I deflected him. Okay, he was a bit challenging. More challenging. I think I managed to poison him, but I'm honestly not sure. Oh, there's a little flag thing down there. Yeah, I assume those marks under his HP bar. Ooh. Warlock mask. I am Warlock. Enemy status effect accumulation plus 20. Spirit gain from normal attacks. Nice. Yes. That's flattering. Marking flag. Fortitude rank increased to 6. So we can no longer go below morale rank 6. I think that's how it worked. So the more flags we've got in the area, the stronger we are overall. Not level-wise, but just in kind of a power. I don't really understand it. The green dot on the map is my... Yeah. Ooh. They're nicely textured. Oh, and they're not dead. Shit. Okay, so we have zombies. Be aware. Things that look like corpses may not be corpses. That's good to know. Remaining dragon's cure pots plus 1. Yeah, so these... They seem like they have the potency of kind of Estus flasks, but they're actually... Throwing knight? Knight? Knife. That bridge looks like it's going to break. Mate? You okay? Can we can't scale up there, can we? No. So we can get an extra burst of height, but we can't just run up walls. Yes, it looks to me, and in fact, I'm going to test it. I was correct. Over here we go. That looks more stable. That's the bridge we came across. That's a tiger. And the tiger is surrounded. Oh, there's a banner there. I want that banner. I assume we have to kill it to defeat to get the banner. Huh. Well, what do we have to lose? That didn't seem to do a lot of... Oh, shit. Right, you're poisoned. And you seem... Weirdly...
We will need to be careful here.
Not like that. Oh, shit. Ugh. Well, absolutely no opportunity to heal. I can't say I'm surprised. So it's got a massive number of swiping attacks, which can lock you in a corner where the camera is going to be your biggest enemy. Surprise! I am not. I had to press the attack button twice then. That helped. Oh, we haven't got our NPC with us anymore. So we don't get to keep him. We have to call for him each time. So if you don't have enough tiger seals, then you are screwed. Oh, what the? What did I do then? I jumped and attacked at the same time. And it looks like we have a buff on us. Okay, so these dudes here. I'm thinking that the enemies attack just a little bit too fast. Sure, we can attack fast as well, but we're the player. It doesn't feel like Sekiro. That much I will definitely say. Right, let's heal. Or not! We'll just stand there. Controls seem a bit unresponsive. Right, do I have... I know I have to kill the enemy, don't I, to get my souls back. Right, let's... Fire pots. Oh, enemy. Dead enemy. Let's see if we can get up and round to this guy first of all. We can. This level seems interesting. Oh, you've killed him. Lots of throwing knives. This level seems very twisty and... yeah. Oh, hold on. Yellow Turban Commander Gauntlets +2. They're all so memorable, these names. Said Demajen, massively sarcastic. Ah! Fortitude rank increased to +7. To 7. And there's another one over there. Which we can't get to. Yeah, so... this is gonna... It kind of feels to me like what I should actually be doing is speedrunning through the level to get to these things. And then I... oh, that's not a boss. It's just an enemy. Yeah, it feels like I should be speedrunning through the level to get my fortitude rank up. So that the difference in rank between me and my enemies isn't so great. But my NPC just seems to be kicking everybody's ass, so...
Let us continue in this vein.
Yes, let us. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm really not sure how things are working, particularly. Right, I saw another flag thing over here, didn't we? Oh. Arrows! Wonderful. Yeah. Oop, frame rate went, oh, that frame rate is awful. Yeah, the game's gonna need some optimize. Ooh, rank 14. Ooh, I've got poison sword. Oh, I see a little uh-huh. Fortitude rank increased to 8. See, as soon as I can get it to 10, then I can use my poison sword whenever I want. The exploration's cool. I like the level design. I dislike how unresponsive the controls feel sometimes. Oh. Okay. This is the kind of opportunity where I'd really like some fire bombs or something along those lines.
I cannot believe I have been cornered. Let us continue in this vein.
Yes, let us. Spamming attacks seems to be the way forwards. Versus low level scrubs. Yes, be really interested to see what this runs like on the PC. Giant wrestler pauldrons, 3 stars. I suppose we could check out the gear. Enemy status effect accumulation. Positive effect duration. Receives damage when attacking. Nice. Why are the +1s and star ranks as well? Remember what I was saying towards the start about how bloated Nioh's systems tended to be? It's like... It's just menus. It's menus the game. I don't care enough about min-maxing every teeny tiny detail of my character until end game. And I've not played a Nioh game yet where I've actually got to the end game. Well, did I get to the end of Nioh? I certainly haven't got to the end of Nioh 2. Is that? I've knocked my mate off the cliff. You assholes. Using R2 as your interact button is such an odd choice. Giant wrestler greaves. No, those aren't greaves. These are greaves. Yes. Oh, a rank 9 kitty cats. I see you. Raise battle flag. Fortitude rank increased to 10. Wonderful. Now we've always got access to our 4 sets of spells. I think it's going to be really irritating losing access to these. I assume the game is going to be area-based. I'm going to speed this bit up because nothing massively exciting is said in terms of commentary, but this is where I discover the spell system is a lot more detailed and in-depth. Just watching this footage back, it seems actually that a lot of these spells of the kind that I would like are all attuned to the kind of wood elements. So if I have another go at this demo, as I'm planning on doing so, just to see if things will click at some point, despite my criticisms that I will make later, I think I might try kind of a wood / HP / defensive. Or that it could be the support style character. I can't remember. Okay. So we've now got HP. It's quite expensive, though. But it will be good for our ally. Because he didn't have a way of...
Allow me to assist you.
I will! Ooh, there's purple stuff here, so people have been ambushed and died. Oh, kitty. What level is the kitty? Where'd he go? Oh, there's a guy there. Also, there's some loot up on top of here. Ooh, 17. I do kind of get the feeling that... Where did the cat go? Does he have like a really long patrol route or something? Oh, he does. 17. I'm half tempted to try and jump off and... And he's 20. Yeah. Not what I wanted to do! Yoink. Oh god. There's loads of enemies down there. I'm sorry, Zhao Yun. I'm leaving you to your fates. Okay. Because I've managed... Oh, shit.
I cannot believe I have been cornered. I cannot fall yet.
Jesus Christ. Oh, feck's sake. That shoddy collision. Land on top of it, slip down the side into my death. Those tigers just seem to attack so fast. Maybe I'm supposed to guard again. I don't know. Either way, a level 21, probably a bit much. I just feel like without this NPC, the game's going to be really annoying. Gotcha! Yeah, so this spell is... It's health via damage, isn't it? Yeah. So it's HP leech. It's not a heal spell, it's a leech spell. Can I get him back up? I can.
Thank you.
Oh, and he gets a chunk of HP back from that as well. Right, what's this 1,000? Ooh. That. Plonk. Yeah, suck it, mate. Oh, there's a kitty down there. Don't really want to fight another one, frankly.
I cannot believe I have been cornered.
Believe it. Fortitude rank 11. So we've got 4 out of 5 of the little markers. Oh, this is above where the... Pair Swords of Aspiration, +2, 4 stars. Oh, there's many. Ow. Suck it. This guy's actually so defensive that he doesn't attack a lot. And therefore he's not actually getting much in the way of HP back from this spell. If I assume he doesn't get... No. Right, there is a cave behind the waterfall. You have to be... Oh, oh shit. Oh. Crushing defeat. That's... I couldn't see the... Why does it put me back here? Oh, I guess you don't respawn at the little ones. Okay. But when he backs you into a corner like that, it doesn't feel like you can easily get out of there. And did. Anything up on top of here? Yes, there is. Small, genuine key clots. Okay, so there is actually a gap over there with the waterfall. Speaking of waterfalls, what's behind this one? I noticed that the frame rate on the particle effects that are hitting the ground is low. Primary Apostle Zhang Mensheng has arrived. Oh! We've been invaded! Yes, let us. I don't know what I'm doing. Lieutenant General Armor +1. 3 Tiger Seals. Yeah, I really don't feel like I'm getting any more understanding of the overarching game systems. Oh, hello. Are you gonna patrol back? Because I think there's a what's it up here? No, he's not patrolling back, is he? He looks... Right, come on down. Nice. Oh, got him. Nice. Boingy McBoingerson. Uh-oh. Zaryun. That's got awful range.
They're stronger than expected.
You just blocked my critical strike. Avenged? Tommy Dingo? Ah, Cure Pot's back. Sure, yes, loads of loot, which I just don't read because there's too much of it. Jade Guarded Sword +1, 4 stars, on the other hand, I might actually look at. And use, in fact, because it's got a load of extra stuff on it. How did we change? I assume it was that one. Who attacking? Right. That looks like a boss door. And if there's one thing that I am not ready for, it is a boss. I'd love if you just had to press the button once, but no. You actually have to press the button twice in order for that to work. What's the grey patch? Giant Wrestler Helmet, 3 stars. Don't think that's going to be better. Right, in theory. Can't just walk off ledges, you have to jump.
You must get back. I will handle this.
Fab. I couldn't do anything because I'm so limited. Your dodge eats up your, whatever it's called, your spirit gauge. Oh, all the way back here. That's actually not a respawn flag. Like I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be a respawn flag so we could get all the way back here. I didn't get the NPC either, did I? But I suppose if I'm super reliant on NPC, then... Well, this is clearly a boss arena. So maybe that wooden door was a shortcut? Oh. No iframes when opening doors. Well, that's a shit decision. There's a reason why. There's a reason why most Souls-likes do that. Ugh. Because that means I've got to fight every single one of them rather than having any kind of shortcut options. That's another red flag. Recommended level 10. Yeah, that's the recommended level for this area. Level 10. We're 2 levels above that, and it is just absolutely massacring me. Which just goes to show that the devs don't necessarily have any kind of clue as to how to balance. Okay. Not entirely sure how I got that counter thing. But again, it's part and parcel of the tutorial being a separate arena or whatever, as opposed to just tell people how to do things in the game and introduce the mechanics gradually, like Sekiro did. There's just so many things that the game doesn't explain, and if you're gonna have a bazillion systems, it's like I figured out for myself that if I press triangle and square at the same time, it does something with the Divine Beast. That looks suspicious. Oh, hello. Oh. The amount of HP that you get from dealing damage with this spell isn't a lot. Ooh, I think I see. Right, can we jump onto... No, we cannot jump onto ladders halfway up. We need to go from the bottom. Haha! I have this battle flag. 5 out of 7. Fortitude rank increased to a minimum of 14. This is a boss arena, right? That's a boss arena. Or an ambush site or something. Let's spend our key. Yeah, okay. I was correct. Oh, gee, okay. Wonderful. Yeah, fuck off. Crushing defeat? Yeah, unfair fight. Let's have an enemy that can two-shot you in the starter area. It's cool looking. It's like some weird twisted vulture thing. Weird. Yeah, you know, it can hit you and take off most of your HP with its first attack. But yes, that feels excellent. I'm so glad it's here. It doesn't feel out of place. Doesn't feel out of place in the starter area at all. I assume you get something cool and exciting for defeating it, but I just don't care. And I suspect that is going to be an issue going forwards. You know, it's all well and good having the rank above their head, but what's the little triangle symbol for? Has it been explained in the game? No. Why would it? Why would you feel the need to actually introduce your mechanics when you could just tack on a tutorial instead? Introduce your mechanics as part of the gameplay experience. Okay. So one of our 2 remaining big things is here next to Doggo. What level's Doggo? 10. You're out of there. Don't know why I'm calling him Doggo, because he's clearly a cat. Chivalrous Swordsman, dual swords +1, 3 stars. It's so catchy, the names of these items. Oh, okay, you can kill him. That's fine. Avenged! Chaos Mix 91, you are avenged, my unknown friend. There's a guy down there. Oh, that's the starter area bit. ×1 elixir. Raises morale rank when used. An overdose can cause one to lose their mind. Irresponsible use was strictly prohibited. So much shitty loot. And I think this is why I'll probably not play this. Because I hated the loot system in Nioh, and this seems like it's going to do exactly the same kind of thing. Ah, camera. Move. Guard. Right. So guard blocks attacks at the cost of spirits. Martial arts. Yeah, I figured out how to do one of those. Can't use martial arts when your gauge is in the red. Deflect. Lowers the enemy's spirits, shrinks the lower end of the enemy's spirit gauge. Increases our spirits. Double tap circle to dodge. Deflect against enemy's critical blow. Lowers your morale. Okay. Deflect counterattack. R1 plus circle. I think I did that accidentally. Quickly change equip melee weapon and unleash powerful blow. Fatal strike, yeah, we figured out. Shooting, we figured out. Wizardry spells, we figured out. Yeah, divine beast, okay, so summon it with triangle and circle. Divine beast resonation. Okay, so that's a buff. So that actually summons it. That gives us a buff. Use item, switch item, status menu, doesn't update. Morale rank. See, this should have been part of the game, not having to dig around in menus or do a separate tutorial. Your morale rank affects your strength in battle. If an enemy's morale rank is higher than yours, it will appear with a different colour to indicate its higher threat level. But how does it affect our strength in battle? More damage or what? Okay, that's what the little triangle thing does. So defeat the triangle, the little kind of pointy arrowhead thing to decrease the power of the local leader. Again, something that should be explained in the game rather than having to dig around in the menus. You will lose your morale points and half of your souls when you're killed by an enemy, and their morale will increase. Right, that was actually shown to us in game. Okay, so we've got an elemental wheel. Spirits. See, this is ridiculously important, and it's not mentioned in the game. It increases when you attack an enemy or perform a successful deflection. Yes. Dodge, deflect, and perform martial arts and cast spells. Yes. When your spirit is positive, it will be consumed to increase the power of your attacks. Yes, I figured that out. Actually, no, I didn't figure it out, did I? I thought it was... No, I did. It does what I think it does. Spirit decreases when you use it to perform certain actions or attack by enemies. You become defenseless when it hits -1000, as long as the assist gauge is not completely depleted. See, all of that should have been introduced to us slowly through gameplay. And I don't mean it needs to be like 3 hours before you've been introduced to that. You know, the first 30 minutes, enough to allow us to get to grips with the various systems the game offers in dribs and drabs, as opposed to you need to know all of these things at the start. Because otherwise you're just going to have a super frustrating starter experience, which means that people are going to hate your game, which means that people aren't going to leave favourable reviews of your game. It's just common sense. So far, I think the only thing that I can offer any kind of real, yeah, this is cool opinion on is the actual exploration of the level, which has been pretty fun. The loot system is as bloated as the other two games in the series, and I'm going to call this Nioh 3, because that's essentially what it is. Thanks for that. I really wanted to make sure that I targeted that enemy all the way down there when it's not even... That's going to get people killed or walking off ledges as well. At least we're getting plenty of these. Where is this assist gauge? You have an assist gauge, the game tells us. At least these are kind of weak. You know, you can one-shot them with a stealth attack. And now we've got this guy who's... Yes, I know he's invaded. Okay. Ah! Back to the giant birds. Okay, so that's where our thing's gonna be. Okay, that's fine. That does not bother me at all. I kind of feel like we need to defeat this thing. And I feel in order to do that, we're going to need a friend.
Allow me to assist you.
Right, now, is there any way we can get a stealth attack on this guy? I'd love to be able to get a moment to heal, but he just focuses on you. And the heal's really slow. What is the point of having NPC allies that don't actually distract? Especially one who's tanky.
Allow me to assist you.
Yeah, I said that will make some difference. It just feels like the bigger fights are just... It's like an Overwatch when, you know, you're trying to capture the point. You just... Everybody stacks up their ultimates and then you just unleash them all at once. And that feels very much like what that was. Just throw all your ults at once. That's not skill. That's just... No. But it feels like that's what you have to do, because that thing takes off 4/5, maybe 3/5 of your health with one hit. Question, does it come back when we rest? It does! Fabulous! So killing it's pointless. Oh, he's the leader. No, that's no help whatsoever.
A fine display of battle prowess.
Thanks. Didn't feel like it. Ah, there's our the battle flag. Fortitude rank increased to 20. Yeah, it's just, here is a bazillion pieces of loot. Waste your time just looking through each of them. On the off chance that one of them has something in particular that you want. It's just not fun. And it might surprise people to know that I actually like playing video games for fun. Again, why do I have to press the button twice? It feels dumb if you're stealthing up behind somebody, and then to backstab them, you press the button once to take your sword out, and just have them stab them in the back. Right, I'm assuming this is going to be a boss. In all likelihood, I'm not going to defeat this boss. I'll probably end up giving it a single go. Unless it seems like doable, but yeah. Nice hat.
Any who oppose us shall know only the end of our blades.
Oh, this guy looks familiar. Isn't this Horaloo?
I'll crush you like the vermin you are. Don't get so cocky.
Okay, phase 2.
Damn it! What is that power?
The power is having a friend. The power of friendship. It's a Dragon Ball
And brother of the
or something. I don't know. I've never actually watched Dragon Ball. That looks smart.
shall not betray my brother's trust.
Okay, it's the second phase. Oh, hello. It's a Puss of Man. Ow. Okay.
You must get back. I will handle this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what happened there? I'm spamming the heal button. I'm hitting the heal button as much as I can. Doesn't do anything. Just stands there. I thought, oh, I won't dodge. I'll try and heal through it. Does nothing. What a load of shit.
You're not as weak as you look.
I don't understand how this deflect mechanic works. Because it's a dodge. Is it a dodge that can... I don't know.
Allow me to
I'm
assist.
just not enjoying this. It's another bloated Nioh game. And isn't this sword... I'm sure it says. But again, this is probably a terrible... Restore HP. Increases HP restoration. So it's not a leech attack. It's... If you've got some HP thing on, I guess it does something. These buffs don't last long enough to be worth it. No, I've got no stamina left. This is the problem with having everything tied to this spirit gauge. Why did I not dodge that? Who knows? Feck's sake. The dodge is shit. The deflect is... I don't even know how it works. It's a... Nah. That'll do me. That'll do me. I've played for 2.5 hours, and I can already tell you that this is the kind of game that if I do buy it, it'll be on the PC, and I'll piss around with Cheat Engine just to see if I can do anything. But there's no story presented in the demo, so I don't even know why I should care about any of this. The combat is just overwhelming and confusing. The loot options are exactly the same as Nioh, which is to say unnecessarily overwhelming. If I want to play an ARPG with a stupid loot system, I'll play Diablo. I mean, I've still played 2.5 hours, so clearly there's something to be get here, but most of it has just been trying to figure out what the hell's going on, because the tutorial in-game is separate, and I just don't think that's the kind of thing that happens in good games. If you have to have a separate tutorial to explain all your systems, then you have failed as a game designer and developer at integrating things in a better way in your game. I don't know how many times I've said it now in this video, but it's just not a good way of doing things, in my opinion. Look at Hollow Knight. You know, as you're walking along in Hollow Knight, you get little pop-ups on the screen as and when you need them, telling you how things work. Would this game be so much worse if the very first opening area let you get used to the mechanics bit by bit, like Sekiro does? Yeah, there's a reason why I like Sekiro. There's a reason why I like From Software games, because they don't say, here's all the things you'll ever need to know and you can ever do in this game all at once right at the start. They drip you in. And that's what good games do. This... People are hyperbolizing about how this is the next greatest Souls-like. If you like Nioh, yes, this is clearly an evolution of that. If you thought Nioh was a bit shit, like I do, then this feels a lot more like more of the same. And if that's what you're after, go for it. It's here for you. Check out the demo for yourself. If you didn't like Nioh, I don't think there's anything that I've seen or played here that will say, oh no, this is better. This is better, this is new, this is fresh, this is different. It's not. It's literally more of the same as far as this demo is concerned. Maybe it opens up, maybe it changes. It just feels like they thought, you know, Nioh was great and all, but it wasn't complicated enough, so let's add on even more systems. Just adding to the kind of bloated, how does anything work? Why do I need 3 more hands and 4 more controllers and 8 different buttons in order to be able to do something? It's unnecessarily overwhelming. If that's your cup of tea, by all means, drink this up. I think it's a bit of a pass from me. Let me know down in the comments below why I'm actually wrong, rather than just disliking the video. Although, to be fair, I can't imagine many people have watched this far. I'll say for the demo, 2.5 hours is it's a good length. It's a good length to try and get you involved in the game, but unfortunately all it's done is made me realise that it's not really the game for me. Which of course is the whole point of a demo. Showing whether you like something or not. I don't think I do. I need more story. I need more reason why I'm doing these things. And I need more streamlined combats. Yeah, I can deal with some complexity in combats. But there's complexity, and then there's just dumping a load of tools on top of your face in the first level of the game and saying, hey, here's all the things that you can do in our game. Look how many options you've got. What? I can't hear you buried under all of that shit. Are you alright down there? You alright? You still alive? And I do wish to play the tutorial. I just want to see what it is, because I bet it is a typical, here's an arena, here's some bits and pieces on the floor to pick up, tick off some check marks. Yeah. Different swords to pick up. Equip 2 types of melee weapon. Yeah, swap weapons. Tick marks off. Lock on. Yeah, I don't need to... Yeah. At least there's a video. Let's watch the video. I mean, it doesn't make it clear that that's normal attack and spirit attack, but... Yeah, jump. Yeah, it's just do these things once. Unleash powerful martial arts attack by consuming spirits. You cannot use martial arts when your spirit gauge decreases to the lower limit. Let's watch the video. Yeah, okay. Plonk. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Do these things once. Okay, deflect. Circle or left stick and circle right before receiving an enemy attack. Double tap to dodge. Using circle will allow you to redirect your enemy's attack. Timing this action to meet the enemy's attack not only allows you to redirect it, it also lowers the enemy's spirits. And increases our own. No. Well, that's not a huge amount, is it? Okay, so we can guard, which increased his spirits. Okay, got to be earlier than that. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to see if the different stick directions make a difference. Yeah. So that was backwards. That was too slow. Yeah, so it looks like they do. Oh, I didn't see what that was. So deflect, counterattack. We did one of these accidentally. Okay, so we've got to do that fairly early. Huh. Okay, so you can actually hold down R1. So that's why deflect against an enemy's critical blow. An enemy will wind up to perform a critical blow which cannot be blocked with guard. Taking damage from the critical blow will lower your morale. Okay. If you redirect an enemy's critical blow, the power of the deflect increases and you can significantly break the enemy's stance. Yes. Yeah, so that's why when we hit R1, the circle button shows up down there. Right, too slow. Did we get health back from that? Fatal strike, yes. Straightforward. Check item. Yeah. Bows. Right. We don't need the tutorial for this. We figured this out in the game. Already. Left and right to switch between them. Yeah, nothing new there. Right, you can't draw the bow. It's just Bring a... Well, that's draw. And then you have to hit the R2. Wizard spells. We figured out how to do this. Right, we've got earth armor. We've got a bunch of stuff. We've got a shockwave. And we've got a puddle of slightly weirdly textured mud. Which probably was supposed to go flat. Summon divine beast, triangle in a circle. Is the gauge not... Oh, it is. It just didn't work the first time I pressed it. Alright, and square and X when the gauge is full for a buff. Okay. Don't know why that didn't lock on. And that's it. That's the tutorial. So, there were a couple of things in the tutorial that are explained, but why could they not be implemented in the actual main game? You know, you come down here and you're introduced to the battle flag. That's fine. It's got a nice little pop-up, yada, yada, yada. You come down here, you're introduced to your first basic couple of enemies. Here's a first one. We get introduced to attacking. Yeah, not an issue. But he's got a bright red attack. Nothing explains that. Maybe have a special kind of enemy down there, you know, that doesn't use spirit attacks or whatever they are. It's just a basic attack enemy, the very first one. Tell us about how to use basic attacks. And then go a little bit further down and tell us about spirit attacks. And then go a little bit further down from that and, you know, teach us about, you know, jumping and sneak attacks and the little gauge that appears over enemies' heads that shows that you're making too much noise. You know, if that's a little bit too slow, you could maybe combine some of those things. And then have this guy do the very first red attack that we could see. Or maybe have this guy teach us about the deflect mechanic. But maybe not with somebody that can stunlock you so easy to that. You know, somebody that can ease us in a little bit to the actual mechanic, rather than saying, hey, we've got a deflect mechanic. And I know there's been quite a few games that have come out recently with deflect mechanics, like Thymesia, like Sekiro. As isn't the same, because enemies are going to hit an awful lot. Maybe the first time you get to low health, have a little tutorial pop up saying, your health's low. Maybe use this health flask that you've got equipped. It's just a shit introductory experience that relies on you. And even then, the actual tutorial section didn't tell you about healing. It told you about super special fancy guardian spirit junction moves, but it didn't tell you the basics like healing. It's a really bad introductory experience. Ease your players in a little bit better. And if you're thinking, but Dema, that means that the next time I play through the game, the start's going to be really slow. It's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't mean the start's going to be slow at all. You can skip the tutorials, put an option in that turns the tutorials off. You could blast through this first little narrow corridor of enemies really, really easily. If you know what you're doing, you'll be able to skip past most of them. Nobody's forcing you to fight these enemies. But the very first time you pick up this game, or this demo, this is the first impression that you are making for your potential player base. And for some people, you know, especially people who are super fans of Nioh, it's like, oh yeah, this feels the same, or this feels better. But for other people, there's just too much. You know, when the fourth enemy that you meet can stunlock you with a staff because you're trying to use your defensive moves that it's told us about, it's like, it just feels iffy. Things need explaining better. Things need explaining better as part of the actual gameplay experience. See, they've got so many attacks. And yet, as soon as you deflect one, it seems to break their combo. I tried healing 3 times then, and it did nothing. I actually think that the deflect mechanic is even less forgiving than it is in games like Sekiro and Thymesia. Anyway, I'm not playing through the demo again. I just wanted to see what the actual tutorial was like. Verdict? It's a bit shit, frankly, and it should be integrated better into the initial gameplay experience so that we can have a more positive first impression of the game. Because I don't have one. I don't have much in the way of positive first impressions of the game. Back to the original outro. Until next time, folks, thank you very much for watching. If you have stuck with my first impressions of Wo Long. Woe is me, I think, is the probably going to be the title of this video. In fact, I think I'm going to write that down because that's quite funny, and I like being funny, or I like trying to be funny, which is a different thing. Woe is me long. Until next time, cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.